ABC 2 News at 5.
Convicted killer Stephen Oken's life is now in the hands of the highest court in the land. Good evening, I'm Brian Wood.
I'm Mary Beth Marsden. Lawyers for the state of Maryland appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court in an attempt to reverse a stay of execution, which is still keeping Oken alive. News Tracker 2 takes us to the Maryland Penitentiary's Supermax facility downtown. ABC 2 News' Scott Broom begins our team coverage. Scott?
Oken's future now depends on how quickly the Supreme Court acts. The warrant authorizing Oken's execution is only good till midnight Friday. If the Supreme Court reverses the stay of execution before the Friday deadline, state officials say they will act immediately to execute Oken. From start to finish, a series of events that will take at least 3 hours to complete.
This has got to come to an end. In
an exclusive one-on-one interview with ABC 2 News, Fred Romano, the brother of Oken murder victim Dawn Garvin, is outraged that the state did not execute Oken before last-second appeals could be filed Monday morning.
The 3-hour window should have took place starting 12:01 a.m. to 3:01 a.m. Monday morning, and he'd have been gone. And this frivolous and meaningless, ridiculous appeal would mean nothing because he would be dead right now.
Oken got a stay of execution from a federal judge in Greenbelt yesterday, a stay that was upheld today by a higher court in Richmond, Virginia. Maryland officials immediately appealed to the Supreme Court. Oken's attorneys say they are optimistic.
Well, we're 2 for 2, so to speak, at this point with the district court and with the United States Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit. So we're as pleased as we can be under the circumstances.
The stay was granted so federal courts can have time to consider Oken's claim that Maryland's method of lethal injection is so badly flawed it amounts to cruel and unusual punishment. In their brief to the Supreme Court, Maryland lawyers call the claim an abusive red herring tactic for delay. Romano calls the entire appeal an outrage.
I keep saying I have faith in this, I have faith in that. You know, no longer. I have no faith in this justice system after today. This is it. This is it, okay?
All eyes are now on the Supreme Court. Oken's lawyers say they are running on pure adrenaline. If the Supreme Court goes against them and reverses that stay of execution, Oken's lawyers say his last chance is a commutation of his sentence by Governor Bob Ehrlich. But of course, the governor is a death penalty supporter. Reporting live from the state prison complex downtown, Scott Broom, ABC 2 News.
News Tracker 2 takes us to Ocean City, where ABC 2 News' Scott Broom has more on how police are trying to keep a lid on drinking and drugs.
What did you say, east on 2nd Street?
Officer Douglas Smith's night starts with a teenage traffic accident.
I didn't damage any property. I didn't do anything.
Then on to a destruction of property call, a teen in cuffs for tossing rocks and tipping dumpsters.
It's an ignorant thing.
If you don't want to get locked up, why'd you do it?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's early in a night in the life of Policing Senior Week in Ocean City.
Right now, the main goal is to enforce the alcohol laws. We're at a zero tolerance point, where if we see a violation at 8 o'clock at night and we have to make an arrest, we realize that if that person is in jail, that they're not going to be in any trouble, you know, at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Smith knows how to find a party. At this apartment on 48th Street, the front is littered with cups, beer cans, and broken glass. Out back, the teens trying to flee through a window are caught on a porch roof.
They see my police car and they all run inside. What's that tell me? Okay, it tells me that you guys are drinking underage.
In front, Smith convinces partiers aged 17 to 19 to give up their beer and offers a choice: pass a breathalyzer and get a break on a possession charge, or accept the consequences, which is a civil citation and court date.
How old are you?
19.
19.
Most flunk the test.
Yeah, you're actually legally drunk.
10 citations are handed out. A keg found hidden in a closet is dumped in the sink. The citations are for underage possession of alcohol. It's akin to getting a traffic ticket, but the fine in this case is a whopper, potentially as high as $500.
This party's done for the night. We probably won't have any fight calls or any disorderly calls here the rest of the night.
I just think these cops, like, they're rolling around like just doing this, like no one's causing any problem.
Shut the vehicle off.
Later, a traffic stop after a brief 65-mile-per-hour pursuit down pedestrian-choked Ocean Highway, where the speed limit's 40.
Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing.
The 19-year-old driver blows over the limit and goes to jail.
You're under arrest for violation of your Maryland alcohol restriction. Place your hands behind your back.
In Ocean City, Scott Broom, ABC 2 News.
This is Park Beach Drive in Perryman, Harford County. This is a neighborhood that's on the Bush River, and the high tides pushed people out of here overnight last night. About 25 homes have been inundated by water here, and this is where the most significant number of evacuations have occurred in Harford County. The water started coming up about midnight last night here. Harford County's emergency management system notified 450 people countywide, automated by telephone, to get out of their homes. But in this neighborhood, volunteer firefighters were going door to door to make sure everyone got out in time. 25 homes affected here, and now the issue is how much damage has been done and how quickly will the water go back down. Right now, Park Beach Drive isn't a park or a beach. It's more like a canal. From Perryman in Harford County, Scott Broom, ABC 2 News.